Hey everybody, this is Darryl Wood of the JustMisterP YouTube channel, and this is volume 4 of Michael Jackson's Innocent Let the Truth Be Told, where we'll be discussing the lies of James Safechuck in the train room, Oprah and her disappearing content, and LaToya Jackson in her old video that resurfaced from the early 90s. Beginning with LaToya Jackson. In 2019, in the aftermath of leaving Neverland, an old video from 1993 where LaToya interviewed saying disparaging things about her brother resurfaced.
I must tell you that this is very difficult for me, that Michael is my brother. I love him a great deal, but I cannot and I will not be a silent collaborator of his crimes.
This clip will be used as what some would call evidence to what Wade and James are saying, but the truth behind that interview would be ignored in 2019. The truth behind that interview is way more sinister than any lie that Wade and James could ever tell. Little does the public know or remember that LaToya Jackson was in an abusive marriage to her ex-husband, Jack Gordon. LaToya would be abused, used, made to do porn, and other demeaning acts that Jack Gordon said that she had to do. That included having her say publicly that Michael had been guilty of all the things being said by many media publications.
He had very strong ties and connection to the mafia.
I knew John Gotti, I knew all these people.
I was being beaten. He dictated my career choices. When I left home, I was innocent, I was naive. It was so easy for me to be taken advantage of. I was brainwashed by him. I really felt like a robot. He made me say the things that he wanted me to say in my interviews.
I have to ask all who have used that 1993 interview of LaToya as hard proof to any guilt on Michael's part. If Michael was guilty, would LaToya have spent every waking moment and court date by Michael's side in 2005 when he was on trial for the second time of these allegations? After vigorous investigations by the NYPD, LAPD, Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and Child Services, Michael would be found innocent, but the public would not accept it. Wade and James' story of abuse from Michael would be accepted without any physical or visible proof, but LaToya Jackson's story of abuse with physical proof would be ignored by the public and said that she's just saying that any of this happened as an excuse for her protecting her brother. Well, I think not. The physical proof speaks for itself.
Hey guys, my name is James, and in this section of the video is about James Safechuck leaving Neverland and the recent lies uncovered that director Dan Reed is trying to cover up.
At the train station, there's a room upstairs. And we would have sex up there too. It would happen every day. It sounds sick, but it's kind of like when you're first dating somebody, right? You do a lot of it. So it was very much like that.
In the Leaving Neverland movie, James Safechuck claims to have suffered alleged abuse in a specific area of the Neverland ranch that didn't exist in the 1988 to 1992 timeline he had given. According to this document here provided by Mike Smallcombe, it states, the Santa Barbara construction permits of the Neverland train station were not approved until September 2nd, 1993. That's 1 whole year after Safechuck claims the alleged abuse stopped.
Mike Smallcombe joins us now. Thanks for your time. Look, have a few dates just been mixed up, or do you reckon James and Wade are lying about it all?
I can't say for sure that James Safechuck and Wade Robson are lying about the entire thing. I can't say that for sure, but what I can say is that at least 3 aspects of the allegations that are featured in that documentary are provably untrue.
This is one of the lies in Dan Reed's film he is desperately trying to cover up, being that he didn't do the proper research on Safechuck's claims and took them at face value instead.
Hey, what's up? This is Hazey Storm, and this section of the video is about Oprah. In an earlier video on this channel entitled Oprah Approves Uneven Neverland, much backlash was since received, being that the statement in video made previous to its March 4th premiere. People question, why was this being said beforehand? Well, the truth hurts, doesn't it? Oprah did approve and put her blessing on this project previous to its being released publicly. She viewed the film with David Geffen and several other elites on his yacht. To add to the damage already caused by Oprah approving, she had her sidekick gal pal Gayle King to aid her in spreading the Leaving Neverland to the masses. Oprah getting involved with Dan Wade James in this film is a major joke all on its own. How can Oprah be a part of exposing alleged sexual abuse claims against Michael Jackson while forgetting that her own scandal is still out there, but just being kept under wraps? Remember Oprah's Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa? Remember many of her female students suffered rape and sexual abuse? Despite Oprah never abused them herself, she is still responsible for what happened to those girls who put their trust in her. So now the question I have is, where is the surviving Oprah documentary?
With the big media ignoring what the small media like me is covering, with the lies of Wade Robson and James Safechuck being exposed in every which direction possible, with Dan Reed's film falling apart piece by piece, with Oprah Winfrey hiding all her tweets and YouTube content as if all of this will go away and we'll forget and support her business venture with Apple. Now with LaToya Jackson's story of physical and mental abuse and being forced to say things against her will, she had proof to these things. But I have to ask, in 2019, where do we stand when it comes to proof? Apparently proof does not matter, because why? Wade and James was able to say publicly that Michael Jackson molested them with no proof and have an entire film made about it. But we will not let this stand, and we will continue this fight, and we will stand and profess as Michael Jackson fans and supporters of his innocence.